here against the Dominican Republic is nothing compared to Brazil or Italy or even upcoming Poland or Germany. Those players, Hooker and Hodge, have to be better. The setters have to be better. That whole team has to be better. The coaching staff knows that. It has to be communicated to the players. They have to realize that and demand more of themselves.
Altagracia Mambrú on to serve now for the Dominican Republic. And Heather Bound, a rare set to the middle. Alicia Glass came on in the latter stages of the opening set for former UCLA Bruin Nellie Spicer. Couldn't find Fluka Akinradawo and sort of almost completely went away from setting the ball in the middle. You just can't do that, not against a good team.
No, we haven't seen Heather Bound for most of the match, and this happened in 08 a little bit too, where the U.S. got into some passing trouble and got out of the habit of setting the middle. But once they got back into it, I think we said it during those broadcasts, the middles have to get 40 attempts in a match, 20 each. That really put the offense back in rhythm and allowed the outside hitters some room. What happens is you stop setting the middle, all of a sudden your outside hitters, and in this case the young Hodge and Hooker and Larson, start facing 2- and 3-woman blocks, and that's a problem.
Ana Binet now on to serve. The 18-year-old will try to keep the Dominican Republic's hopes alive. Dominicans currently ranked number 13 in the world, the United States at number 4. That's officially. I would not put the United States that high.
I'd put the United States down 8 or 9 at this point.
Yeah, I think you're right. I'd agree with that. Good play by Hodge. And smart play that time. Good tip to the floor. Carla Echenique, the 5'11.5", 24-year-old setter for the Dominican Republic.
The last 2 opportunities, so maybe after we side out, they're going to start looking more at the quick, so wings don't get you just leave anymore, because there's nothing quick happening at the pinch, so we got time to help on both. All right, right now we pass the ball, we side out, okay? Here we go. 1, 2, 3. USA. Hey, we get big, right? Look each other in the eye. We make this play right now.
So the right and left back need to come in and be a little bit closer. In that last play, you can react to the dump, or you can react to a quick hit or a tip coming out of the middle from the Dominican side. And the reason you can do that as defenders, you can come closer than it is because there is nothing fast to the outside, so the defenders have time to back up once the ball goes to the high left or high right.
Binet again, the United States lead, just 19-16. And Bound once again. You have to have that balance, and particularly when you have some, not necessarily young, but inexperienced outside hitters in Hodge and Hooker, you want to try to establish the middle to give them some more room and some more comfort level on the outside. And that ball dug but out of bounds. And I make that differentiation between not young but necessarily inexperienced, because you look at the teams around the world and there are 18, 19, 20-year-olds all over the rosters of Germany, Poland, Italy, Brazil. It's just that they start playing internationally at 16, 17, where the American women are playing at the collegiate level, which is not nearly as high.
Absolutely. The Americans certainly at a disadvantage there. You have players in those early 20s who have 100+ international matches, not to mention the fact they've been playing in professional leagues with the same level international players for 3, 4, 5 seasons. American players come to the national team. That's their first experience. Maybe they go overseas. The first time overseas is at 23. And it takes American players 2 or 3 or 4 years to adjust to that level of play.
You look at the Dominican roster, there are 5 teenagers on their roster of 12 at this Grand Prix. That's going to be a 3-meter line violation. A back row attacker crossing that 3-meter line. Have to be completely behind it in order to attack legally. That was Mambrú with the violation. Well, you can see, if you watch a lot of volleyball, you can see that in the women's game, rallies are a lot longer. You really have to concentrate and work hard in between contacts on both sides of the net.
Absolutely. It is more of a cardiovascular sport than the sport of termo ball that the men play. This truly is volleyball.
That ball not set well to the outside, but Rivera doing a good job saving that. Priscilla Rivera, 6 feet 1/2 inch, and one of the senior citizens on this team at 25. Well, to that point, Lizvel Ive, one of the stars for the Dominican Republic, is 18 years old. By the time she's 25, she will have played hundreds of international matches.
Absolutely. The United States system has its benefit of education and development of a person rather than just a volleyball player. But when it comes down to this elite level of international play, the U.S. takes a little bit longer to have their players come around and join that same level.
Akinradowo nicely off the top of the block, and now the United States just 2 points away, leading at 23-19.
I definitely agree the ball needs to go into the middle more. Bound and Akinradowo have both proven that they are extremely effective in offense. Alicia Glass needs to get back into the rhythm of giving the ball to them.
Next match will be against Germany, a very, very good team that surprisingly won the bronze medal last year. That's been the story for the United States. Akinradowo, Hooker, Larson, Hodge, all blocking the ball very well, along with Heather Bound.
The block has saved them and perhaps powered them to their first match victory.
And that'll do it. Faluka Akinradowo with the exclamation point. A good opening win for the United States, but they're going to have to play much, much better against both Germany and Poland.
The United States comes into this tournament with a lot of potential. Some of that potential on display during this match. But they know they're going to go home, watch a lot of videotape. They're going to see a lot of mistakes, a lot of opportunities to improve, places to go, things to do. That's why you're in the gym. That's why this is 2 years before the Olympics. It's a good start to this tournament to come out with 3 points. But I expect a better performance, and it's going to have to be a better performance against much better competition throughout this tournament.
When I spoke with the United States coaching staff and asked them about their goals for